Hey, I'm Piano Bruce, and today I'm going to give you 7 beginner practices that you can do in 10 minutes. Trust me, after this video, you're going to be playing the piano while the kettle is boiling, or maybe slotting in 10 minutes of practice before you go to work. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that magic bell icon so that you never miss a video. I post every couple of weeks. Alright, enough chit chat, let's get into this. This first exercise is for the absolute beginners that don't know where to go on the piano. And you probably only want to do this for the first 2 to 3 sessions that you have. Start by learning which note is which. You might want to label the notes to help you out at the start. You can literally use a whiteboard marker to draw on the tops of the keys here. Make sure you're using a whiteboard marker because you want them to rub out and not leave a permanent stain on your piano. I'll leave a picture up for you so you can copy this. The next thing you should learn on the piano is which way is up and down and high and low. This is going up and this is going down. Get to know which finger is which on the piano. Thumbs are 1, your index finger is number 2, your middle finger is number 3, your ring finger is number 4, and your little finger is number 5. This goes for both hands. The last thing you should practice is proper seating and hand position. Sit upright in your chair and tuck your elbows by your sides and put your hands on the piano. A good way to measure that you have the correct height is to sit there with your arms by your sides and see if your elbow is pretty much in line with the tops of the keys. Try to picture having a tennis ball in each hand and you can't squeeze that tennis ball down. This way you can go up and down the keys nice and relaxed as you are leaving room for your fingers to move. Exercise 2, the 5-finger drill. In this exercise, all you want to do is make use of all 5 fingers, but keep moving the position up and down with your hand along the way. To do this exercise, we want to start with our thumb on C and let our fingers naturally fall on the keys that are next door to it. So you would go C, D, E, F, G, and then move your thumb to D, and then play all 5 notes in a row from there. And then keep repeating this as you go up until you reach your thumb at the next C. From here, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to go the other way. So you're still going to be playing going up the piano like this, but you're going to be moving your thumb and your hand position down for every note that you play. And you can do this in many different ways. You can play backwards from your little finger going to your thumb. You can start by playing up the piano. And when you get to here, reverse the way that you go. And make sure you do this exercise on the left hand as well. And feel free to use both hands at the same time as well. There's endless possibilities that you can do with this 5-finger exercise. The aim of each exercise is to be able to play every note with a steady beat. Each note should be held for the same length of time. Exercise 3, we're going to be practicing bridging the thumb under as we play. We want to start by playing these 4 notes. Play the first 3 notes with next door fingers, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to bring your thumb under to press F. But then straight away come back the other way so that your thumb moves to C again. You reset. So what's happening here is I am bridging my thumb under my middle finger to play F, and then I'm bringing it back to play C again. Remember to practice this with your left hand as well. Again, the goal with this is always to play each note the same length of time. Exercise 4 is learning simple tunes. The melodies from nursery rhymes that you might have sang back in school are perfect for this. You've got Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Frère Jacques, London's Burning, and the list goes on. This is going to really help you get familiar with the notes. And if you play nursery rhymes that you recognise, it's a lot easier because you know how it should sound. If you're struggling where to start with this, you can just search the nursery rhyme on Google and put piano, and it will probably come up with some YouTube tutorial, or it might come up with some notes that you can play. I can start you off just by showing you how to play Frère Jacques. Feel free to rewind the video as many times as you need if you'd like to learn that. Exercise 5 is Hanon Exercises. Most great pianists out there swear by Hanon Exercises because these exercises are going to help you with finger dexterity and accuracy when you're playing the piano. The virtuoso pianist has 240 total exercises, all the way from beginners to the most advanced players. To start this exercise, you'll begin with your right hand thumb on the 3rd C along the piano. And you're going to create this shape where there's a gap between the first 2 fingers. The rest of the fingers play next door notes. So all you do is you walk up and down those notes, and then you're going to keep moving that shape up along the piano 1 step at a time. So now I start at D, and then I move to E, keep going until you reach B, going up to G. This is where you switch the pattern the other way around so that there is a gap between your 4th and 5th fingers and the rest of the notes are next to each other. And then you proceed to go down the piano all the way until you get back to where you started. I'll put a link in the description below with all the exercises. Exercise 6, intervals. Intervals are the measuring tool for the distances between notes. If I start from C, this would be the first, and then the second would be when I press these 2 notes together. Then the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So if I start from E now, this is the first, this would be the second, this would be the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. To start off, only go up to the 8th, which is also called the octave, which is when you end up back at the same note again. For this exercise, you can practice holding each shape and travelling to different notes, like this, and just keep moving my hand up and down the piano. Or I can do fifths, which has 3 notes gap in between the notes. This will train your hand to hold these shapes along the piano, and eventually you'll be able to play these shapes without looking. Yep, you guessed it, play these with the left hand as well. The final exercise I have for you is to practice a song that you want to learn. Do you have any songs in mind that you might want to learn? There's probably a YouTube tutorial on how to play it where the keys light up. In fact, I've done a few myself. Feel free to have a little look at them too. Playing a song that you love listening to is going to be the best thing for your piano skills. But of course, you've got to make sure that it is the right level. So maybe just try searching on YouTube, easy pop songs to play on the piano. And there's loads of tutorials that will help you get started on playing pop songs, even with both hands. You'll be amazed how much you can learn of a song in just 10 minutes each time that you practice. Imagine if you practice 10 minutes every day, you'd have done over 1 hour of practice in the week. My best word of advice would be to take it slow. Don't rush learning a song. Really slow it down so that you can take in what you're playing. Begin by trying to play the right notes first, and then the rhythm can come later. And that's my 7 beginners exercises that you can do in 10 minutes. If you like this video, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and even put a suggestion of what you'd like me to do next. Give me a thumbs up if this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next video.